So this is a video for friends and family and the photographer and the musicians relating to the engagement. I'm going to be the proposal I'll be asking Alyssa for this Thursday at 6:55 p.m. We're going to be walking down from Whole Foods over here, walking by Starbucks, and crossing the street in front of the library. As we cross the street over here, it's kind of important that any of our friends that want to be watching, which we certainly encourage, if you're over there, we're going to see you. So you want to be further to the left, out of sight. And with that, crossing the street here, and they all stop for pedestrians. That's okay. And there'll be no music being played as of yet. And right about here is we get onto the pavers where we want the music to start. And we will be walking over here, listening to music. And on this roundabout right here, where this guy is standing, is where we're going to be having a bunch of rose petals and Donald Gould playing the piano. And he'll be playing the song Sailing. And we'll kind of walk promptly up here. He'll have a tip bucket, of course, so we can think it's a legit thing. He's sitting on rose petals. What a romantic guy. And he's got tips, and we'll be standing right about here, and we'll be facing this way, so it gives some room for people behind us. Technically, if you were guests, you could be over there and popping around. We don't really want you to be part of any of this because we're going to all meet over at Molly's afterwards, so we just want this to be for us. But we certainly don't want to deprive you of seeing this fun little adventure, so that'd be fun. So once the song is started, and once we come in and we're standing in front of Donald, we're going to have our cello player come from behind, and he could easily be he could be standing behind that tree there, not hiding his body, but hiding his cello as we walk up, so we wouldn't even necessarily see him or see the cello. And once the music starts, he can just make his way through the grass here and around this plant, and then just walk right on up behind us and just act like he's joining the band for tips. And once that song's done, you guys can kind of look at each other as musicians and talk amongst yourself for a second. And then what's going to happen is the person who's playing flute, she could be actually sitting technically she could be sitting right on that stool right there. I mean, where's the stool right there? Just sitting there, and she could just walk on back. Or she could have a towel and she could be like she's reading a book over here. But once that music stops, she's totally cued to, within 5 or 6 seconds, to get up and let me kill this here. To get up and start playing "Can't Stop Falling in Love with You" by Elvis right behind us. So the second she hits the ground here, she starts. We're almost startled. We turn around. A note to camera people: we don't want to see you necessarily right at that moment. And she walks right on past us and joins the circle. And now we have 3 musicians playing for us. And probably within 15 seconds, I will be right there on one knee, asking her to marry me. Once that song's over, I'm going to obviously give her kisses the whole time. Once that song's over, I'm going to have a little thing happen over here. It's actually going to happen the second the cello player comes over and starts playing. Over here, where this van is, right here, we're going to have a holding car there to hold the spot, and they will move and wave Charles with the Rolls Royce to come on in, and you might need some help to put up the little red carpet, and that'll be just staged there, and then Charles can lean against the front door and just look like the man he is, and we'll have that car sitting there with a little red carpet. So the music's over now. I say, hey honey, let's get some pictures taken, then we're gonna go for a ride. And I lean over and we look over at the Rolls Royce red carpet. She goes, wow, you're amazing, hopefully. And hopefully she says, I do. Then we're gonna hang out for about 5 minutes and take some pictures. And because one of Alyssa's favorite instruments is the harmonica, we have a great guy who plays harmonica who's just gonna join in. And you guys can, if you guys get here at 6, you can decide on what that music might be. And we can talk about that later. But just play some background music or just some stuff that keeps us entertained. We're getting a couple photos done. Once the photos are done, we're gonna drive the Rolls Royce around town for a bit, and our target's to be at Molly's by 6:15. kind of important. We don't really want the friends we love so much to come running over here and joining us, because it will take away from the moment and it will be really awkward for us to get into a car and leave you guys. So if she sees you, great, we can wave at you, and then you guys just turn around and book down the street to Molly's, and that way we have somewhere to go and she'll have no idea where we're going, and we'll drive around. And then it'd be really great if at Molly's we can text a key person, Scotty or somebody, that we're 15 seconds away, a minute away, and you guys can come out front and meet us as we get out of the car, and then we are going to celebrate and enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you for listening. Please, if you're friends with Alyssa, do not share this with Alyssa. You will ruin it. You want it to be a surprise, so don't be. If you know you're a bad poker player, don't even talk about it. Okay, just don't mention anything. Don't say, hey, how you doing? What are you doing tonight? Just you'll screw it up. She'll know something's on. So I appreciate you guys. Love you all. Bye.